Hello and welcome back. As you can see, we're back on the 1973 Devon restoration. We are so close on this one. I've got the mats, the MG seats in. That was fun. Seat belts, lower panels, all the dashes in. I think that I showed that in the last video. The steering column, the owner fit in, it was rubbing at the bottom, but I managed to sort that out. If you walk to the rear, engine lid's on. The catch is a little bit tight. The catch is like an aftermarket catch, and he must have had some sort of trouble with the hinges because someone's cut out the inner part of the engine bay to get to the hinges. But it works, it opens and closes. The seal is a little bit tight, so I'm leaving it closed at the moment to let it bed in, but it does open and close okay. So basically, when you got the number plate light, number plates, obviously wheels, wipers, mirrors, just a few, hopefully I reckon, fingers crossed, one more good day at it, I should have this ready for an MOT. And then he can have it back, which would be lovely, get our space back. And I got a late Westphalia is my next big project to do, as well as the day-to-day stuff. But I shall show you also what Luke's got on. He has got this 1977 South African import minibus. Normally, a lot of the South African or African vans are really battered and have a hard life over there. Yes, it's dry, but they have a really hard life. This, to be honest, is really good. Underneath is absolutely, if you can see that's a bit dark, absolutely rock solid it is. I would say the yellow's been done again in its life. The white, I would say, is original. I might be wrong on that. Basically, it's really good. I'm really impressed. Doors that open lovely. It's got those weird African, because they're made in South Africa, not Volkswagen in Germany. They have these crazy coloured seats, and they have some real oddball things that only the African ones have, like the wooden fascia dashboard, the really odd interior, really odd finish and style. It's there's the chassis number there, look. You can see it's SA, South Africa. Pretty cool though, I really like it. Luke's got it in because the guys bought it from someone in Bristol, and typical dodgy seller, they drove about 20 miles down the road, it got slower and slower and slower and then cut out. They phoned up, said it's cut out, it's not working. He was like, yep, see you later, not interested. Basically, it's sad. I mean, they only paid £8 for it, luckily, which I think's really fair. So my brother's got it going again. It will need more mechanical work done to it. So it runs and drives, but he's going to do the carbs are knackered. Just needs a full service. Got no fuel filter on it. It's like a lot of imports I've seen before. They come over, they're really rock solid, but they don't have nothing done. I mean, the brakes, look, you cannot turn that brake. They're absolutely seized on. It's been here 3 years, they reckon. I would say it's been registered. Look at that one. Oh, that one just turns. It's been here 3 years, but I would say nothing's been done. I've looked underneath, I cannot see a new part. Maybe the tyres. They're the wrong size anyway, personally. They're 185s. The 14-inch tyres, 185s, but they're not proper van tyres, so they look a bit small. I would say it's been registered and the least possible done to it. The engine's got nothing done to it, the oil's not been done, the plugs, none of it's been touched. This has come across from Africa. Spend about 1,000 or so on it. Should get it all up and running spot on. So it's not all a loss. £8 I think is pretty fair. Shame the last owner was a bit rude, sticking the phone down. They didn't want him to basically pay for it. They just a bit pissed off because it broke down, but it is what it is. We can sort it. What else have we got out here? I've got this, my brother's done MOT this T4. We've worked on it over a few years. It failed on a lower ball joint and a little bit of welding I've got to do in the inner arch. It's not bad considering it's done, I think it's nearly on 300,000 miles. So I'm not going to boohoo it. It's not a bad van actually. The owner's got, you see yellow chalk under there, you see the hole in the inner arch. Can you see that? So I've got to sort that out. Sadly I've got to strip most of the interior out to get obviously to weld it for the fire risk. So that's tomorrow's job. He's also got in this late bay window. We worked on this for probably about 20 years. It was orange. He had Gavin at Strength Through Joy restore it. Must have been more 10-15 years ago. It's got a 2.1 built by Manchester Air Cooled, something like that, with straight cut gears. It sounds tough as nails. It absolutely rocks along. Luke's got it in for check over and service. He found, typically like the yellow one in there, the brakes were stuck on, so he's put some new, you can just see through there, look, some calipers and discs and pads, and got it all. Oh, and the rear cylinder was leaking as well. Because it's not MOT'd, which is a bit of a shame, basically nothing's been done to it. So the guy said, can you give it a look over? Straight away looks like there's fluid leaking out of the back plate. So he's done everything on the back apart from the drums, new shoes, handbrake cables, cylinders, a lot, front calipers, discs and flexies and pads. And there we go, it's back on the road again. Personally, it's rock solid underneath. Just MOT it. I know I've said it a million times, I rattled on, but it is easier. Once they're solid and good condition, you just well do it. Like the African one, obviously it's been here 3 years, but no attempts ever been done to MOT it. It's dry, and there's not, the only rust I could find in it was the battery tray's got a small hole in it. If it was mine, I'd MOT it. It would, once you've done Luke's got the brakes sorted, I think it would go through. It's that good. Anyway, that rant over. So yes, hopefully another couple of weeks on this. This one will be gone, and on to the next one. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you for the next video.